Good afternoon, quite possibly good evening, maybe good morning, wherever you're watching from. Hope you're having a great day. Just getting the stream up and going. It is exactly 1:30 in my location here in Arizona. I'm gonna wait for everybody to hop on board. Here we go. There's Tina. Hi, Tina. Where are you watching from today, Tina? Hi, Amanda. Gold Hands Universe. Jet Lag. New Wave Aerial. You're probably wondering what this thumbnail is, aren't you? Idaho. All right. Oklahoma. Amy Lou. Wendy Stevens. What's going on, guys? Yeah, the thumbnail to the video I'm going to explain. As I mentioned in other live streams, actually the last one, but the live stream prior to this one, I told you guys I was going to share some things with you guys that I feel needed to be shared. Some of this stuff, honestly, I never talked about with anybody. I didn't know who to talk to with regards to some of this stuff, because I didn't ask for any of the stuff I was seeing. I went through I guess you could call it a season, and a lot of you can relate to that, where I would see things in the sky and was not looking for things in the sky ever. Especially when I moved to Arizona. I will say there's something about these Arizona skies. And, wow, it's an understatement. But I'm going to tell you guys about what I saw. There's no point in me hanging on to this information. It needs to be shared with you guys. And it's 100% true. 100% true. Where are you guys watching from? I'm curious about that right now. Ohio, Joshua. San Leandro, California, Chevy Malone, Sharon Robinson. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Rainbow Turtle, Jeffrey from Texas. Dallas, Canada, Miami, Alabama. Wow, that's awesome. Nashville, Tennessee. Let me turn this off over here. Oh. I've been to Nashville once. Been a long time ago. Okay, when we get a few more people on here, I'll get started. West Midlands, England. Dombud74. Daryl out of South Central Tennessee. Nathan Starr out of Portland. Tim Porchu out of Reno. Susan out of Connecticut. I currently have 333 viewers. Imagine that. It's my favorite number. And no, it's nothing nefarious. It's very spiritual. Kind of like what we're going to talk about in today's video. Has something to do with that thumbnail that you just saw that I just switched. But we're gonna come back to that. I want to talk about some other things. I'm over here at the home page of the website, in case you guys have never heard of the website or ever been to the website. Maybe some of you have, some of you haven't. It's MrMBB333.com, very simple. It's something that I actually built myself. It took me a long time to get it assembled the way I wanted it. I didn't just sit down one day and put all of this together. It took a while to assemble, but it's things, these are subjects that I find very interesting. The X-ray flux, they're all important subjects, I think, with regard to our experience as humans on the planet. We need to watch these things and just know what they're doing. Like, people like to watch the weather, and you can get weather free on weather apps. Your local weather station. I can go on this phone right now and click an app and get the weather. But this type of stuff here, you're not going to go click an app and get this type of information. What's going on with you can, but they're rare. Like the X-ray flux of the sun. Are there any sun storms coming to the Earth that are going to affect our satellite systems that orbit the Earth. And I say systems because there are hundreds, probably thousands of satellites that orbit the Earth that we all of us here, depend on, in some way, shape, or form. Planetary K index, that's ongoing geomagnetic storm activity. Obviously, this is it's quiet right now. These are the last 3 days of geomagnetic storm activity, and there have been none. So quiet for now, but that can change in a moment's notice. Yellowstone, this is like the pulse, I think, of volcanic activity in the western United States, at least. If Yellowstone starts getting active, then we need to start paying attention to, our surroundings out here in the western United States for a lot of reasons. Yellowstone hasn't erupted for a long, long time. There was a big earthquake over here at the Hebgen Lake, not necessarily right here at the exact location of Hebgen Lake, but up here in this northwestern quadrant. And you can see a couple of earthquakes here at Madison River at the seismograph today, just a few hours ago. Those are small earthquakes, but that's earthquake activity and a super volcano. So, kind of a big deal, something you want to pay attention to and watch closely. So anything you see on this website, I guess what I'm getting to, I feel are important parts of our day-to-day life. We need to watch these things. We need to watch for incoming storms, power outages. You can watch storms move across the country, and I'm all focusing on the United States. I know there's a variety of people from all over the world, but I'm just focusing here on the U.S. And if you see storms, strong storms, moving across the country from Texas to Arkansas into Tennessee, and it's causing power outages, and let's say you live in Ohio or Pennsylvania and the storms are coming your way, by looking at this, there's a pretty good chance that you could know ahead of time, hey man, we might see some power outages like they saw or are seeing in Texas and places like that. Not that they're occurring now, but it's good information that gives you a bit of a heads up. Like, okay, I can get my generator ready to go. I can get my gas cans ready just in case, because the power could be out for an extended period of time. That's just one of the reasons. The sun and you, the ionosphere D region. This just shows you that the solar flare that had an associated CME with it did impact the Earth. This is the D region. This is the ionosphere is what it is, and it detects. It will show you wave propagation. Wave propagation can interfere with radio signals and things like that on Earth. You can see a little bit of activity, but that is extremely mild. We should see activity like that because we dance with a star every day through the cosmos, so we're going to see activity like that. The Schumann resonance, big spike. Did you guys feel that? Those of you that are sensitive to the Schumann energies right there. We look at this every day too, and there was a big spike, as you can see, in the last 12 hours in the Schumann. Not the biggest we've ever seen, but that's a respectable spike in the electric field of planet Earth. And there are a lot of people, a lot of you over here in the comment section that are super sensitive to the Schumann resonance. It's very real. It's a real thing. What else we got? Those are things over here at the homepage of the website. And today's feature photo, I try to change the photo every day on the homepage of the website, which is going to lead me to something else here in just a second. The highly anticipated 2024 Sky Phenomena Photo Calendar is ready. This photo here was sent in by Polenta R. Forrest out of Sacramento, California. She looked up and saw this in the daytime sky. Looks like a harmless cloud, right? And more than likely, it probably is. But how does it get shaped like a hand? What do they call those things? We'll just call it a saucer, okay? But there's something else that was designed like these flying bells and back in the 1940s. I think they were called Hanaboos. But anyway, how does the clouds become such a they became such a unique shape above Sacramento, California? This was just a couple of days ago. Once again, photo sent in by Polenta R. Forrest. And that photo, like many other awesome photos that have been sent in, are now in the 2024 Sky Phenomena Photo Calendar. And you can get your calendar at the link down below in the description box of this video. And get them while you can. Brand new. They just come out today. In fact, what time is it? 1:40. This just was completed a little over 2 hours ago. So these are brand new, hot off the press, full of some of the best photos that I've received all year long. So check out the 2024 Sky Phenomena Photo Calendar. Update on the solar eclipse. I know we're several months away, just 4 though. 121 days away from the total solar eclipse. In case you guys didn't see the video I did a couple of days ago, there's going to be a total solar eclipse April 8th of 2024. It's going to stretch from Mexico. In fact, I'll show you where it's going to, at least the path of totality. Right here. Here you go. Southwestern Mexico, up through the central and east central United States, up into far eastern Canada, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. And this is going to be an exciting, they're all exciting when it comes to these solar eclipses. I mean, they're absolutely, they're incredible. Words can't describe what you're going to see right here. They really can't. But this eclipse is going to be exceptionally rare because it's going to be joined by this comet right here. And I watch this comet every day. I looked for it last night. Again, I didn't see it. I'm dealing with a little bit, just enough to interfere with a good view where I could share it with you guys because it's in the north sky. But anyway, here's the comet right now, today, December 7th, or I'm sorry, yesterday was December 7th, December 8th, 12P Pons Brooks. Right there it is. I mean, that thing is diving down into the solar system. It's going to rendezvous with the sun on, believe it or not, April 8th of 2024. So when the daylight turns to darkness as the eclipse gets in full swing, you're going to see a comet right up here. Are you serious, man? Possibly with wings. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that happens every day, right? Yeah, that's what's going on right here. This little guy that's bigger than Houston, Texas, is an ice volcanic comet. Right, where'd it go? Come back here. There you go. Right there it is. It's straight up. It's in the northern sky. If you have ideal conditions, you can see this comet with a decent telescope. It doesn't have to be a 14-inch telescope. You can see it with a 5-inch telescope or smaller if conditions are good. If it's cloudy, it's going to be a little tough. Go look in the northern sky after dark. Best time is between, well, it depends on where you're at, but in my location here in Arizona, is the best time is between 7 and 9, I think, at night. You're not going to be able to see it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, let's put it that way. So between 7 and 9, right after dark, as long as you're not dealing with light pollution. So, yeah, I mean, total solar eclipse countdown, it's been underway, and I've been counting the days. 121 days and 18 hours, guys, and we're going to be in one of these locations here as long as it's not cloudy. Well, we're going to go to a location that isn't cloudy. I'm going to do a live stream of this rare event. I don't think I can recall, at least not in my lifetime, that there's ever been a full solar eclipse that was joined with a comet that could quite possibly have wings. An ice volcanic comet. Are you kidding me, man? So we're going to be there. We're going to do it live. We're going to be in one of these states. Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, possibly Kentucky, we'll see. It depends totally on the weather. Southeastern Illinois, central Indiana, southeastern Indiana, northwestern Ohio, far northern Pennsylvania, the entire northern half of the state of New York, northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and north central Maine. One of those locations is where we're going to go for this total eclipse. We want to be in the path of totality so we can get a good view Not only the eclipse, of course, but this comet. Wow. I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, we're going to check that out. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, I've got several things that I wanted to share with you guys today, but I want to get right to the thumbnail that I know you guys saw at the beginning of the video, and I made mention secrets in the sky. Yeah, I would say there's secrets up there of things that we probably don't know about. This goes back to a video that I did 11 years ago. Okay, I did this, I did it back in 2012. And this is one of the examples that I used to try to convey in video format and photos something that I saw in the daytime sky. I saw it in November, I believe it was November of 2007. I have the video somewhere. Where do I have it? I have the video up. I thought I had the video up. Maybe I don't. But anyway, I saw this in November of 2007. I saw it at 5:45 p.m., maybe 5:30, right around in there. It was still daylight. The sky was very blue. What I saw in the sky wasn't quite this big. Okay, this at the time I made this video 11 years ago. Once I found out, it took me a year and a half. It took me until 2009 to even understand a little bit, just a little bit, what I saw in the evening sky, as it was, like I said, broad daylight. There wasn't a cloud anywhere for miles. This is the location. I'm going to take you guys to the exact location of where I saw this thing in the sky. A young lady by the name of Rose from Georgia. Once I learned from her that quite possibly what I saw, at least what I was describing, according to her, was this. This is what I saw in the daytime sky. Well, evening sky. It wasn't even dark. It was still bright blue skies. Okay, it was early November. Bright blue, sunny day. Wasn't a cloud anywhere. This appears in the southern sky right out here in Arizona. And you're probably asking, okay, well, what were you doing looking at the southern sky at 5:30 in the evening or 5:40 from this location? I'm going to take you to the exact location. Where are we at? We are, right here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, we zoom out. We were at a birthday party. Right here. Okay. On this, at that house. We were at a birthday party many years ago. 2007. So 16 years ago. I'm going to take you to the exact location to where the car was parked. Here we go. This is a true story, by the way. 100% true. Car was parked right here. Right here. We were at this house right here at a birthday party. Not this one. This one here. Here's the driveway. We couldn't park in the driveway. It wasn't our home. And not only that, there were other cars in the driveway because we were attending a birthday party. I parked right here. The car was facing this direction. And this direction is south. Okay, at the time, I noticed by looking at this picture, and I haven't been here for quite a while on Google Earth, that's where I got this image from. And in fact, well, it's not a very good street view. I'm not even sure if they had street view back in 2009 when I did this video, or 2012. Maybe they did. But these trees were not this big, not by a long shot. In fact, when we were here, and again, the car was parked here, I was out standing next to the car at 5:30, 5:45. It was early November 4th, November 3rd, and I was just standing right here, just kind of just looking around. I wasn't looking at anything in particular. I was just looking at the sky, and that appeared, as crazy as it sounds, in the sky at about that height from my perspective. It came in from the top, way up higher than that, but that's where it stopped. And it came in down like this. And it came in like it swooped in and stopped like that. and it faced me. I'm standing right here. And to be totally honest with you, what I was doing out there, I went out and stood next to the car, which was parked right there. I was standing right here in that exact spot, looking in that direction, smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke anymore. I quit smoking in 2012. But at the time, I kept my cigarettes in the car, and I went out there to have a smoke. That's it. That's all I was doing, to keep it 100% honest. So I'm standing there, and those of you that do smoke, what do you do when you have a smoke? You just kind of look around. You're not doing anything. You're just looking around. I'm standing there, man. All of a sudden, this thing swoops in from way up here and stops right there. I mean, when I say stop, this thing stopped on a dime like that. It came in. It just caught out of my peripheral vision. It came in and just like that, just stopped in the sky. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? What is that thing? I had no idea what I was looking at, but it was that thing right there. And I'm trying to describe this thing for the remainder of 2007 to different people in chat rooms. So 2008, I reached out to astronomers and scientists and professors, trying to explain what I saw, because what I saw was very real, and it was that. I did not learn that it was possibly, once I was told, this lady named Rose told me, said, you might want to look up the ancient flower of life, because I was describing it as pure energy. It was round. The inside was glistening with a very specific geometric pattern. And it wasn't, well, it was blue. It was a version of blue, but it was a semi-transparent blue. It wasn't completely transparent, or I wouldn't have been able to see it. So it was semi-transparent, but it blended in with the sky, but it was just visible enough to where you could see it. The reason I got such specific details about this thing is because it was in the sky for 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes, about 3 minutes and 15, maybe 20 seconds, right up there. And to be honest, that's about how big it was, maybe a little bit smaller. It just came in like that, drifted to the east. This is looking south. It drifted to the east, and I called my wife. I'm standing right here, right there, that exact spot. I reached down into my pocket, because at the time, all I had was a little, in fact, I still have it around here somewhere. It doesn't even work, but I had a little blue Motorola flip phone. I don't even think it had the capability to take pictures. It was one of the first flip phones, I had on a pair of jeans. I had the phone down in the pants pocket down here on my leg. They were carpenter jeans, and the phone was down in that pocket that's on the leg. So I'm reaching down in the leg pocket. I pull out the phone, because I'm not taking my eyes off the skies, man. What I'm looking at, I knew was something highly unusual. Had no idea what I was looking at. That's a pretty good example right there, because it had bright points on it. In the center, there was a very distinct round circle. Inside the circle was this pattern right here. I mean, to a T. I stared at this thing for over 3 minutes as it was up here in the sky. There were bright little points like that where these lines intersected. And then I learned, like I said, a year and a half, almost 2 years later, that it was or it could have been a version of the ancient flower of life. And once I Googled ancient flower of life, which right here it is, that is exactly what I saw, 100%. That pattern was very unique. I'd never seen anything like it. To be totally honest with you, at the time I was standing right here in the road, or on the side of the road right there. I'd never seen even a picture of the ancient flower of life. I have now, and I tell you, I was shocked. This thing was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in the sky. No joke. That thing right there that you see on my screen is 100, up to 1,000% real. It moves through our skies it can do whatever it wants. If that thing wanted to go to Pluto, I'm sure it could go easy. This thing moved with the most incredible ease. I'd never seen anything like it. And again, it came down. I can only assume because when I saw it, it was coming down very fast and then just stopped like that. And I'm just like, yo, what's happening here? Moved very slowly. And back to the phone thing, I held the phone up just to call my wife. I called her. I said, hon, you got to come outside and look at something. I don't know what I'm looking at, but you need to see this. You need to see this. And again, the street looked different. There weren't near as many trees on this street back then. And this was in 2007. So I'm still standing here, and I'm keeping my eye on this thing. I didn't take my eye off of it once. I'm standing right there. This thing is right up here. It's right here, okay? So 1 minute passes, 2 minutes passes, 3 minutes pass, and finally I see my wife coming down this driveway right here. I can see her moving out of my peripheral vision. I'm still standing here, and I can see her. I'm like, hurry, come look at this thing. She goes, what are you looking at, you know? At the time, obviously, I didn't know. I didn't even know how to describe it. As soon as she got to the gravel right there, I'm standing over here. This thing just went in reverse, and it went that quick. It just backed up and went straight out like a fish hook. It went back and then up. It didn't go straight up. It backed up and then went up. And that's how it came in. It came in and then went like that, like the shape of a fish hook, and stopped. It backed up the same way it came in and went out. Just, and I'm still standing right over here, completely flabbergasted at what I'd just seen. She's standing here now with me at the side of the road. She goes, "What? What's the hurry? What's the big hurry? What's the big hurry?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly, I was speechless. This is the video that I put together, and I tried to insert this to give an example of what I saw. This is way too big. It was not near that big. It was about that big, a little bit smaller maybe. Again, it looked like pure energy that could have done anything it wanted to. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just talking with regard to movement. It was not restricted to gravity. No way. No way. It made no sound. It didn't blink. It was very peaceful. You want to know the truth? It felt very peaceful. You didn't feel anything negative at all. It felt very positive, if you want to know the truth. But that thing right there is 100% real. I think I know what inspired the original artists that this dates back to, and it dates back to ancient Egypt. I did some research on the ancient flower of life, and I think what inspired this sacred geometry, at least with regard to this specific piece of sacred geometry, was they saw it up in the sky. And it could have been more of a regular occurrence back then. But if you've ever seen that, if you've ever seen any types of symbols that look like that, they make patches and hats, and there's all kinds of sacred geometry designs. But that thing right there is 100% real. I promise. That's a true story. That's probably, if I had to rank the things that I've seen in the sky, and I've got some things that I want to share with you guys. I shared the gold coin, and trust me, that wasn't easy to do because, you know, I don't know where that came from. I didn't ask for it, but it was real, you know, just like this here. I didn't ask for this. It just appeared right there, looking down that road in 2007. And I put up a video finally in 2012. I'm like, you know what? It's time to do a video about this. I felt a little more confident in my explanation. I knew what I was saying was true. I just didn't know how to say it. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, yes. If you've ever seen that, if you've ever seen a symbol like that, you don't hardly see anything on TV regarding those things, television shows, because very few people have ever encountered anything like that. So they don't even make stuff in these documentaries you see on TV, you know, about mysteries of the unknown and things like that. That's definitely very mysterious. It is highly mysterious, and I've never seen one since. And I'd never seen one prior to that. So just a story I wanted to share with you guys. That is a very true story, 100% true. And just know that if you've ever heard of those, or like I said, seen pictures, they are definitely real, 100%. So, okay, makes me feel good to get that out there. I know I've shared it before, but it's been a long time ago, and now all of you guys know, yes, those things are very real. I got some pictures and a video that I want to share with you guys, and that's the location right there, corner Cooper and Warner, right out here right there. That's where I saw it, looking in the southern sky. I'll just zoom out. Okay, right there is where I saw it. With regard to our little planet, let's turn it around. If I can, well, let me turn it. Well, that's the way I was looking anyway, right? Here we go. Yeah. I was looking that direction. I was looking south. I was looking that way. Very true. One of the coolest things. It moved with no resistance. None whatsoever. And when I watched it for 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes. It was gliding through the southern sky. Let me show you yeah, right here. It was gliding through the southern sky. Let me see if I can add an arrow. Yeah, I can. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll just use this one's first one. Come in. It moved about that far. See the arrow? There it is. Okay. That's about how far it moved, very slowly, no sound, and it kept the same exact position in the sky. It moved that far from my perspective through the sky very slowly. It moved that far in just over 3 minutes. That's as far as it went. It came in right there, right down at the end of that road, but it was, I don't even know if it was in the atmosphere. I guess it was. I don't know. It wasn't real low to the ground, let's put it that way. And it was very hard to see. If you weren't looking in that direction, you wouldn't have seen it. No way. It moved that far in just over 3 minutes. That's all the farther it went. And then it backed up and then curved and went straight up. It didn't go just right there and just straight up. It backed up. I don't know why. It went into reverse and then up. Don't know, guys. But it was, yeah, really cool. Coolest thing I think I've ever seen in the sky, to be honest. Can't make that stuff up. You don't even see things like that on television shows, and I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I've never even seen them talk about anything like that on TV. No joke. Okay, I've got some cool things that I want to share with you guys. We were talking about yesterday, in fact, this kind of parlays into what we were just talking about. I called it the blue orb for many years, and it was not an orb. To me, it almost looked one-dimensional. It didn't look like it was round and rotating, nothing like that. It looked, all I could see was the front, and it was a glistening, semi-transparent. It was beautiful, but it looked flat to me. It didn't look round like this here. In the sky, photo sent in by Paul Wright out of Roanoke, Virginia. Now, how does something like that happen? You know, you got these random clouds up in the sky, and then, look at that. You've got what appears to be a semicircle, but if the clouds completed that area, you would probably see a full circle, a void, once again, in the clouds. You know, what in the world is going on here? I think I had, yeah, I have another one right here. And here's another photo. Same guy, Paul Wright, out of Roanoke, Virginia. And this is another photo, same location. You know, what causes these? They're nearly perfect circle in the daytime sky. I mean, you don't think that clouds, they don't necessarily behave like that. So how does that happen? That's the question of the day. And we've also got more. We go from circles. I've got pictures. Oh, here we go. I think these are it. It's not those pictures. It's these right here. Here we go. Cindy McClure out of Fort Myers, Florida, going from circles. Check it out. Circles in the daytime sky. You're only going to see this type of stuff here on this channel. I'm going to show you guys some rare stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else. You might see something similar, but this is highly rare, unique stuff that has been shared with me. This one here by Cindy McClure out of Fort Myers, Florida, from just a few days ago. We go from circles, semicircles, to a square. Check it out. Right there, perfect square in the daytime sky. Here's a little better view of it, I think. Yeah, right here, a little better view of the square above Fort Myers, Florida. So again, you have to ask yourself, how does nature and clouds and things like that, the wind that normally goes straight or curves up or down, how is it creating these perfect, nearly perfect 90-degree angles in the sky? I mean, wow, you know. Great observation by Cindy McClure. Here's something else. Gordon McKenna. And this has a backstory that I want to share with you guys as well. Gordon McKenna sent this photo in from Anna Maria Island. Let me share the backstory before we continue on. I got some close-up views of yet another super cool, one of a kind. The only place you're going to see it is right here. You're not going to see this anywhere else in the world. It was sent in right here. Here we go. Weird clouds on Anna Maria Island, Cortez Road, on the drawbridge, waiting for the drawbridge to go up. I looked over and saw that clouds looked like something just drove right through it. And I'll show you here in a minute what he's talking about. Or something like that. Either way, I watch your channel every day, and this is definitely right up your alley. And it's true. We just talked about it. Thought you might be interested. And Gordon, you are absolutely right. 100% correct. I am interested in things like this because it prompts a question. What caused that? Here you've got what looks like a long linear, I wouldn't call that a roll cloud because it's not big enough to be a roll cloud. But it looks like a natural cloud with the exception of this garage door or whatever thing you want to call it. There's a square on the far right-hand side of what looks like a somewhat natural cloud. I mean, almost looks like a submarine in the sky, right? How did that get there? And that's the question that he asked, and that's the same question that I have. How did that get there? Here's a close-up view, a little better view of the same mysterious, whatever you want to call it, in the daytime sky. Look at that. Again, we've got, those aren't quite 90-degree angles, but they're close. What, probably 95-degree angles? There you go. Tina, how does that happen? Darla B in Kansas, how does that happen? How does that happen, guys? See it? I got one more picture of this right here. Look at that. He was baffled as he was sitting, waiting on the drawbridge to come back down. Look at that. It just doesn't look natural. It isn't natural. Look at the clouds back here. Perfectly natural, right? There's nothing going on there. They're just normal clouds that we've all seen. You ever see something like that? Probably not. Me neither. Not like that. That is a very mysterious cloud in the daytime sky. Is it anything nefarious? Of course not. It's just weird. How does something like that form, you know? Just weird, that's all, man. I got some videos I want to share with you guys. Right here we go. Got them over here. No, where are the videos? What did I do with them? Made a lot of videos to share with you guys. Live stream. Those are it. Those are the pictures. What did I do with the... Don't know. Hold on, guys. I apologize. I'm looking for a folder. I've got a folder around here somewhere that is loaded with really cool material, and I'll find it. Hang on. Just bear with me. I thought I put it up there, right? No. It's not there. Or maybe it is there. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, hang on just a second. They are right there. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we're talking. Where did that go? I gotta keep this over here. I want to be able to see your comments. I like your comments. Keep them coming. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I worked on these this morning to get them ready for this afternoon. These are just random, interesting videos. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's way too many to do, one video. I have plenty more that I'm going to share with you guys in video format, but or in a regular video. But I want to share a lot of these in the live streams because you guys send me good stuff, and I don't want to just sit on it. I want to share it with you guys. So the best way to do it is through live streams. So when you see these live streams come up, just know there's going to be quite possibly a lot of very unique videos that I'm only going to share in the live stream because there's just so many to see. What do we got going on here? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this video, I'm going to start sharing. I've got, like I said, about 7 that I want to share with you guys that I put together earlier this morning. These have been sent in by different people that don't know each other from various locations. In fact, I'll tell you, Toronto, West Virginia, the one you're about to see is out of Northeast Utah. Orange, the other one, let's see, where's this one from? I got like 6 different locations that we're going to go to. And this first one, as you're going to hear in this video, I've got the volume turned up so you should be able to hear it. If not, the young lady that's in the video, her name is Natalie. She says that they are about 20 minutes from this location right here in Northeast Utah. She says in the video that we're about 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch. She doesn't say what direction. I'm assuming maybe west, but this is the location of the video that you're about to see. And I just got this video. It's not very old. I've only had it maybe a couple days tops. And again, she says we are 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch. So I'm going to show you the original video. It's not very long. It's only maybe 12, 15 seconds. And then I take the original video and I make some modifications to the original video, zoom in, and I try to pull forward any possible unique features. But here we go. It's got some narration, once again, by Natalie.
Oh, 20, hold on. We're about 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch. Look how bright it is. What is that? So we're about 20, hold on. We're about 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay, did you hear what she said? We're about 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch, and that would be in this location right here. I would assume Roosevelt, Ballard, somewhere in this location here, guys. Ioka, out in here. That's the location of what you're about to see here. I've looked at this from the standpoint of, okay, She was obviously very mystified at what she saw here in the daytime sky. Was it a weather balloon? I looked close. As you're going to see, I go in really tight on this thing. In fact, we're going in tight right now. I don't see any type of a payload. One thing you want to look for when you see things like white things like this in the daytime sky, usually if it's a weather balloon, it's going to have a payload on the bottom of it. A long cable, a long, thin rope, something that can hold a device that collects data. That's what weather balloons do. They collect data. They don't just go up there and fly around. The balloon itself is just the vehicle. The data is attached to the balloon on the bottom. It could be up there measuring cosmic rays, a whole variety of different things, barometric pressure, different things. This has no payload on it. It's just some sort of a very weird white structure that was semi-stationary. It was kind of moving around a little bit, but holding its own. Keep in mind, this was probably 10,000 feet in the sky, maybe a little higher. It's windy up there. It's always windy up there. It just depends on how windy. This thing's remaining, for the most part, stationary. It's moving around in place, but it's not being influenced by the wind. So, see how still it is? Look at that thing. Pretty good size. All I know is she was very taken back by what she saw. This next format just simply flipped it. Sometimes when you use this format here, you can see other things that aren't necessarily visible in the glare of the light, because we're taking away the light, essentially, is what we're doing here. And all we're leaving is the physical structure, as you can see here. Nothing else to see but what we saw there, and then, of course, here. What was that thing? 20 minutes from Skinwalker Ranch in northeastern Utah. And I just got that video, so something mysterious in the sky above northeastern Utah. Thank you. That was Natalie, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, Natalie from northeastern Utah saw something mysterious in the sky here very recently. Excellent observation. Thanks for the video. Okay, I've got more videos to share with you guys, so hang tight. Some of them aren't necessarily mysterious. They're just kind of cool, like this one here. And I call, well, this one here, I take that back. Here's what we got going on. The first one's just cool, just flat out cool. It's a video of the sun through, I think, a combination of Sahara dust particulates and wildfire smoke, okay? And this video goes back a few weeks, sent in by Christine out of Streetsboro, Ohio. And there were times when the wildfire smoke from Canada was dipping down into Ohio and Illinois, Indiana, several locations, not just Canada. It was dipping down into the U.S. quite frequently. But get a load of that sky. And I've done nothing to this video. That's how I received it. In fact, right there it is. That's the original vertical video right there. I haven't done anything to it. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, I need to say hi to... Hey, Mustang 68. New to this great channel. Love the content. 22 years Air Force pilot for 5 years. Nice. So... wow, you've seen some things. If you were an airline pilot for 20 years, thanks for sharing. Thanks for stopping by, Mustang 68. And thank you for your service. Okay, this one right here. Again, I've done nothing to it. That's the original vertical video right there. How cool is that? Almost like she was standing, woke up, went outside, if that's sunrise, and woke up on another planet. Unbelievable sky. And that's the sun coming up. This is video number 2. Here's what we're going to get into. I know this is a hot topic at times. Some people, are very, well, not yet, but we're going to get to that. What we're going to get into is what could be a ghost sun. That's what I've described it as in this video. A ghost sun, maybe a second sun, maybe a dual sun. I don't know. But this content, again, you're only going to find on this YouTube channel. This stuff is unique to this channel, and it's the only place in the world you're going to see it. At least what I'm showing you guys. So Kerry out of Ireland, or Kerry, Ireland. Colleen out of Kerry, Ireland. December 1st, 2023. Here we go. See this thing over here? And Mustang 68, maybe you can relate to this. What do we got going on here? We could use your expertise. What did Miss Colleen in Ireland see here in the sky? She saw this thing for an extended period of time. It did not appear to be moving, and it doesn't appear to be an airplane. I mean, it kind of looks like an airplane, but as you're going to see, I'm going to start the video now. This video went on for quite some time. This thing right here didn't move. How does that happen? What is that thing? I know we could just say, oh, dismiss it as a cloud, but look. There's no other clouds in the sky. Why just this cloud that's at a slight angle, appears to be illuminated by the sun. It's very bright compared to whatever this thing is back here. That's very dull and much farther away. What's going on here? That's what drew her to the sky, this thing right here. What was that thing that stayed in the same location for an extended period of time? Don't know. Another mystery. Video number 3. Again, unique to this YouTube channel. Here we go. We're going to Romford, Essex, United Kingdom. Video footage sent in by Sills. Goes back to November 6th of 2023. She couldn't get over the Halloween mask looking sky right there. And I agree. I mean, she actually said it looked evil to her. And it does. It looks a little eerie. You know, she sees what looks like a mask right there. But that's not what we want to focus on, okay? Yeah, you can't help but notice that. It's right there. Look at the sun, okay? This is what drew her to get her camera and start recording the sky in the first place. Check it out. Do we have a ghost sun down here? You can see the sun. But what's that? And that's what she was talking about. And she even said in the email, she could see what looked like two suns, and this was at sunrise from the United Kingdom on November 6th of 2023. I've seen examples like this. I've lost count how many times I've seen examples like this. Don't know. Sometimes they're explainable. And sometimes, like this right here, they're just simply not explainable. Like in the next video you're going to see, coming up right here. Video number 4. This is the one that looks like a ghost sun. Check this out. You can't make this stuff up, man. We're going to Richmond, Virginia. Video sent in by Freebird. Goes back to just a few days ago, December 4th of 2023. Here we go. You see what looks like a very bright sunrise coming up from Richmond, Virginia. Check this out. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Check it out.
I said, oh, shit.
What is that? He was very taken back by what he saw right there that looked like a ghost sun. Look at that. It's perfectly round. Just above the sun. I'm going to enhance the format here in just a minute. You'll be able to see it a little bit better. But he was able to see that. Look at that.
Hey, yo, that shit is fucking crazy.
I mean, he was absolutely mystified by what he was seeing right there. Okay, right here is where I zoomed in and I modified the color and lighting just a little bit. Obviously, the sun's right down in here. It is just extremely bright, like it always is, right? Yeah, right there. But what is that above the sun? He's not behind glass because, as I mentioned in, I think it was yesterday's video, anytime there's a video or a photo taken behind glass, especially in a car, you're going to get all kinds of weird light anomalies and tricks of light. So anything that may show up in the photo or a video taken behind glass, unfortunately, it really doesn't count because the glass is going to interfere with the finished product. This guy was outside. Freebird was outside. This is not behind glass. That's why I looked at this much closer. Videos that are taken of the sun, or that even involve the sun, that are taken behind glass, you really can't. Any anomaly is going to be created by the sun or by the glass, okay? This is not. I don't know what we've got going on here. Don't claim to know. I'm simply sharing it with you guys. Yet another unique example of a unbelievable sky phenomena that is true. This actually happened. You know, this isn't stuff that's made up. The stuff that I show you guys is real. This was seen by one of your fellow Earthlings. Witnessed this from Richmond, Virginia. What did he witness here? I mean, you know, good observation. This is a inverted format. I've simply taken away the extreme bright light of the sun, and you can clearly see he was right. There was something interesting over there, above and quite possibly behind the sun. And it wasn't a random cloud. Random clouds are not perfectly round. And you can see that's got a nice round shape to it. I don't think it was the sun, because as we saw, I think here, you can see through it. That's why I coined it, named it the ghost sun. See how you can see through it? It's transparent. You can see the outline of what looks like a, I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't know. Maybe it looks bigger than the sun. I don't know, but I know it's not the sun. It's not a reflection. It's just a mystery. It is a mystery, and it goes back to the title, you know, Secrets of the Sky. You know, what do we got going on here? You know, do we really want to know? Is there a second sun? And I know you guys all have an opinion on, is there a second sun, or is there not a second sun? Quite personally, I have no idea, but I think there is. I think that's how all of this works. I think every star that you see in the nighttime sky, the ones that we can see, and the ones that have a family, and most stars have a family. And what I've learned over the years, especially when I was a member of and I still am a member, I'm just not an active member of the Planet Hunters, I learned a lot about stars, and we've learned a lot as a civilization, a lot about stars since 2010. I was a Planet Hunter, or I joined the Planet Hunters team, I think in 2009, 2010. But I studied a lot. I studied the mechanics of stars and solar systems and stuff like that. And one thing I learned, the majority of the stars in the night sky have a companion. So why wouldn't ours? It's not that weird, you know. It's just, where is it? I don't think anybody knows. Is it as easy as taking your camera outside and being able to, at just the right time, capture something like that on camera? It could be. I don't know. I think it would take to be honest, I think it would take very complicated math, and you would have to apply math and the movement of our solar system through the galaxy, and I think it would take very complicated math to even know where to begin to look. But I do think these anomalies sometimes do have credibility. I've seen enough of these types of anomalies that some of them do have credibility. They're not all lens flares and lens glares and things like that. But as I explained, if they're behind glass, yeah, they're all bets are off. You can't consider something that's behind glass. You simply can't, because the glass, especially a windshield, is going to create light anomalies. But I thought those were pretty cool, you know. Ghost sun, very cool stuff. Good job, guys. I'm going to take you guys now to West Virginia. Here we go. And again, I don't know what this is. I'm just simply passing it along. I get videos and photos from people, you know, all over the world of various things that I've learned a lot from these things, but it still doesn't make me the oracle of knowledge when it comes to these things, because in most cases I wasn't there. Now, with regard to this thing here, yes, I was there. I can verify that is 100% real. I was there. I saw it. At the time, I didn't have a smartphone. It was in 2007. I had a little blue flip phone. I didn't even have the capability to take a picture or video. Oh, if I could have, you would have been amazed. But that is very, very real. This here it's a real video from real people out of Pleasant County, West Virginia. This occurred on November 18th of 2023. Video sent in by Jody Westbrook. And here we go. They saw this, and there's another one back here that they mention in the video that's entering the field of view. They describe it as energy in the sky. That's all I know. Here we go. There's another one right back here.
Yeah, I seen it, man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I mean, what's going on here?
This looks like you. Like a...
This was sent in by a viewer.
Looks like a
What is that?
spirit of energy.
Right there. The gentleman just said, looks like a spirit of energy. Those were his words, not mine. I'll play it again. Watch. This is how he's describing this thing. Check it out.
Looks like a spirit of energy.
Those were his exact words. Looks like a spirit of energy. That's what this thing looked like in the sky, a ball of energy. And as I can, like I said, as I can confirm, that right there looked like a very, very precise ball of energy. It looked just like that. It looked like sacred geometry in the sky. So that is very real. This one's a little more unorganized, if you will, with regard to, it doesn't look like sacred geometry. It's the same color. It's kind of a light blue. Some sort of energy. That's how they were describing this in the sky above West Virginia just a few weeks ago. And they're noticing obviously the main one right here. But he just said right there, there's another one coming in right behind it. There were two.
See him up there coming in, up there blinking, right where my head's facing out that way.
Okay, what he's trying to do, he's trying to pull in another one. There were two.
The tower. This way.
Yeah.
There it is, right there. You just kind of got a glimpse of it right there. It was phasing in and out. It blinked right there. There it is. And then I don't know what's going on here. The camera was kind of moving around a lot, and I think they were trying to get organized. I don't know what was going on, but that I found, very bizarre. I didn't do anything to this video. Look at that thing. Isn't that weird? He described it as energy. Wasn't an airplane, wasn't a helicopter, was not a drone, and was not a lantern. Get a load of that. Spotted in the sky above West Virginia. November 18th. What, 3.5 weeks ago? This is what's going on in the sky above our planet. And that was low. That wasn't very high up in the sky at all. Okay, where are we going? Okay, got some lightning, just cool lightning. Here we go. Going from blue lights in the sky. Check this out. This one's very interesting. These folks were very captivated by what they saw way over there. See that glowing sky way off in the distance? So just for perspective purposes, this is how far away they were from whatever you're about to see here in this video. And I'm going to zoom in very, very close so you can get a good look at this glowing sky. That's probably, what would you say? What do you think? 5 miles away? 6, 7? I don't know. It's a long ways away from their location to be able to see what you're about to see in this video. Here we go. Video sent in by Madison out of Puyallup, Washington. Goes back to November 30th of 2023. Less than 10 days ago. Here we go. It does have narration.
Keeps going up.
That's what I'm saying. Why does it keep going up?
I don't know. My camera's not that great.
I can't get any closer than this, but...
Is your camera better?
I'm going to zoom in close. Okay, here we go.
Why?
What the is it, man? It keeps going up.
That's what I'm saying. Why does
Look
it
at
keep going up?
I don't know.
Now keep in mind, these things are a long ways away from their location, and they're pretty good size. So again, we try to analyze these types of mysterious things that we see, and in this case, you've got to utilize the process of elimination. Would an airplane or a collection of airplanes do something like that? No, because they're too close together. They couldn't fly that close together. The aviation protocol, as Mustang 68 knows, airplanes cannot fly that close together. They wouldn't make the sky glow orange like that anyway. They're bright orange and they don't blink. Aviation lights aren't like that. Helicopters wouldn't be glowing like that. If those were Chinese lanterns, at this distance, how far away they are, I don't even think they would have been able to see them. Look at how far away those are. I don't think they would have even saw them. But anyway, here I zoomed in as close as I could get without becoming too overly pixelated. But yet again, another mysterious video of what looks like, the sky glowing orange with some sort of orange objects that didn't appear to be blinking. And again, as far away as these were from their position, this was several miles away. So if those were just ordinary Chinese lanterns that don't appear to be moving too much, we know those are heavily influenced by the wind. They kind of remain stationary. What is going on over there? Are you serious? The sky glowing orange several miles away from their location. Video by Madison from November 30th. Look at how far away that is. You couldn't have seen a Chinese lantern at that great distance, so must have been pretty good size. Not saying that it was anything nefarious, but again, just another mystery. And you're only going to see something like that on this channel. This was sent in by Madison. They witnessed this just a few nights ago. More mysteries, secrets in the skies above planet Earth. Okay, I'm going to take you guys from Washington we're going to Toronto. Here we go. This one here was just kind of for fun. I thought this was a cool observation. I don't know if this was a daytime meteor. Mustang, is this an airplane? Almost appears to be diving straight down, but they happened to notice this between this building and this exhaust pipe, some sort of a stovepipe. There was just maybe 12 inches between the two. They were standing just right when they saw that in the daytime sky from Toronto. Jay out of Toronto, also on November 30th of 2023. Check that out. He was just in the right place at the right time, and this giant, what looks like some sort of almost looks like a fiery comet falling through the sky. I mean, it's probably an airplane, but what was puzzling about that was the steep angle. Look at the steep angle of that thing. That's not going up, that's going down. Isn't that wild? Really cool video by Jay out of Toronto. Thank you, Jay. Really appreciate that. You guys have all seen these, but I like to share them when I get them because a lot of people haven't seen them. I remember when I first saw these in the sky. It was very early in the morning, about 4:45. I saw a row of these go over my location. These were sent in by Stacy. Not sure of the location, but the video is just a couple of days old. That's an example of a Starlink satellite train that was more than likely, because the lights are still close together. When the lights are still close together, that means this one or one like it was just recently launched into low Earth orbit. As they continue to orbit the Earth, they get farther and farther and farther and farther apart to where you can't even see them. So this was fairly new to the sky, probably less than a week. But that's an example. If you look up and see one of those or something similar to that in the nighttime sky, just know that more than likely that is probably a Starlink satellite train. And there are a lot of them orbiting the Earth. This photo here I received by Tommy. I'm not sure of the location. I don't know any of the details. And I don't know anything about it. I'm just simply sharing it with you guys. I don't know if this is even, it looks real, but I don't know anything about it, guys. I'm just simply sharing it. It looks like something was retrieved. I think I've seen this before, and I know you guys in the comment section. if this has been out there for a while, I'm sure you've seen it too. It's just, I think, and that's the only reason I'm sharing this, is to see, I get your feedback. What is this thing here? Is this something that's old? Is it new? Again, it was sent in by Tommy, and he didn't give any specifics, but looks like some sort of an unusual craft, but I don't know anything about it and don't claim to know anything about it, so I'm not even going to elaborate on that too long, but I found it kind of interesting, and this here is kind of interesting as well. Unique video of some spider lightning crawling through the sky, sent in by Reed out of Clinton, Mississippi. This video goes back to June of 2023. Check this out. I put it in slow motion. Looked like a tree growing in fast forward in the nighttime sky. Check that out. Cool video once again. Sent in by Reed out of Mississippi. Isn't that awesome? They say that lightning is what? Hotter than the sun? Hard to believe, isn't it? But that's what they say. All right, guys, that's all the videos I got today. I got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got through 6. And I've got many, many more to share. I've got more that I'm working on. I'm working on a Sahara Desert series from Nelson Jenks over here in the Sahara. He has found not only one, several really cool locations in the Sahara Desert. So we're going to come back and take a look at these specific locations. I'm still putting that video together. So Nelson, if you're here, buddy, I'm working on it. Thank you. Really do appreciate that. All right, guys, been on here for just over an hour. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I really do. I'm probably going to wrap it up for the day. It's 2:41 in my location. Once again, I had many people ask about the 2024 Sky Phenomena photo calendar, and you can get your calendar at the link down below in the description box. Also, you're going to be able to find a link over here at the homepage of the website, MrMBB333.com. But again, this is so new. I mean, this was just completed, well, now a little over 3 hours ago. So this is brand new, hot off the press. So get them while they are hot. There's also going to be a link over here again on the homepage of the website to get the calendar. In fact, what I will use is this same banner that you see right there. It's this banner here. Look for this banner on this website. This is my website, MrMBB333.com. And all you have to do is click on the banner, and it will take you to the link to get your calendar. And I think there's a coffee mug too if you're interested in coffee. Here, I got something I wanted to show you guys. I try to show you something cool every day. I find stuff like this cool. You know what this is? Let me see that. Look at that. I'll see if anybody in the comment section. Thank you guys. Let me pyrite, yeah. Fong Pei, it is a form of pyrite. Look at you. Pyrite, yeah, and check it out. See, all I gotta do is ask. In 5 seconds, you're welcome, Bass Senior. You guys are the smartest people on earth. Okay, check it out though. It's not magnetic. Remember the thing I showed you the other day? It was highly magnetic, right? This is not magnetic at all. These are rare earth magnets, and they just fall off. So yeah, you're right. Right on. Fool's gold. Fool's gold. KJ24. Yes, sir. That's the nickname of that. Fool's gold. Very good. You guys are yes, Cosmo, you're right. You're right. That's John Anthony. You guys guessed it. Randy out of Dallas, Texas. You guys were correct. That is what is known as fool's gold. That is a form of pyrite. And that weighs, this particular one weighs, it's very heavy. Let's put it that way. I don't know. I'm only guessing. I would say 3 pounds, probably 3 pounds. Yeah, 3 pounds. guys are smart. Thank you. All right, guys. Once again, don't forget to get your brand new 2024 Sky Phenomena photo calendar. You can find the link down below in the description box. I'm going to call it a day. I appreciate everybody stopping around. And remember, the sacred geometry symbol, the ancient flower of life, is 100% real. I saw it in the daytime sky back in November of 2007. I didn't even talk about it for many years because I didn't know what I saw. I knew it was something peaceful, though. It was very peaceful, and it was also, it felt like it had a source of infinite power. Does that make sense? It felt like it had a source of infinite power. Very peaceful and pure. I can't emphasize enough how pure that thing felt right there. It felt very pure, it felt very peaceful, and it felt very powerful. And that's a true story from right out here in Arizona, going back to November of 2007 by me, Michael, MrMBB333. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.